Welcome to Fogstone Isle, where each student has their own unique island. On Fogstone Isle, you can craft and build all kinds of things, but everything you do is intrinsically mathematical. For example, if you're building a house, you might get an inventory of fractional size bricks. So if you want to build a house that stands up straight, you better figure out how to add those brick sizes together. Let's see how that works. This is my island. You can see some of the things I've built. And now I'm going to build a little cabin. So I want to make a building. First thing I do is lay out the blueprint. I'll make it 1 story high, choose red tile roof, red bricks, and so on, and then I start building. Here I just have been delivered an inventory of bricks that I can start building with. And the way you build is each of these rows is a template for building. You have to fill each row with exactly 3 bricks, and they have to add up to size 2. Once you've filled a few rows, you can submit them to your building and they get built up around your building. So let me grab this 2/3 brick and move it into a row. And that little creature just flew down and added a middle brick for me. It's a gruffin. It's my assistant. So what I need to do is add up the 2/3 and the 2/4 brick and see how much space is left and figure out what brick will fill the rest of the space. Now, for those students that need it, I have some scaffolding. I have a tool that can help me figure that out. So here, now my bricks have turned into fraction bars over a number line, and the game knows that I already know how to use equivalent fractions in order to move between different representations of the same magnitude but with different denominators. And now I'm trying to figure out how can I get these to be the same denominator. So I see this one is divided into 2 pieces because the numerator is 2, and this both a visual representation and a symbolic representation of what the definition of the numerator is. Similarly, this one has 2 pieces. These pieces are each 1/4 a size of a whole. These each 1/3 a size of a whole, as a reminder of the definition of a denominator. So let's say I don't quite remember how I can come to the same denominator. So let me explore around a bit. I may put a 2x2 down here and 4x4 up there. But look, the sizes of these pieces are not the same. Similarly, the denominators are not the same. So both visually and symbolically, I see that I haven't found a workable solution to my problem. So let's say eventually I figure out what to do, and here I can see the pieces all line up. They're the same size, and in fact I look at the denominators and they're the same. So both visually and symbolically I see that I finally found a like denominator. So now I can just slide this over and I've added up my 2 bricks. So now that I've added them up, I need to subtract that from 2. So we see this is a fraction greater than 1, or an improper fraction. If I click on it, I can move between that and the mixed number. So in all of the different transformations that kids learn, for example, moving between mixed numbers and improper fractions, we try to put them in situations where they get to choose which representation they want to use. And over time, they figure out what will make their lives easier. Which transformation is easier to work with to do what they're trying to do at that current time. Being able to figure that out and choose a worthwhile next step is one of the key pieces to problem solving. So now I look at this, and I can drag in this 5/6 brick, and I've completed my row. So let me quickly solve this for one more row. And here I have a different problem this time, and let me quickly put that in, and now I'll submit my 2 rows and my building will start to get built. So when I'm submitting rows, I get this little bonus spinner. I submitted 2 rows, so I might get a bonus of 2, so now I'm going to get twice as many rows, twice as many bricks as I had put together. And now I see I've already gotten maybe a fifth of the way towards completing my building. Okay, now back to Kathleen.